ONE Championship, Asia's largest sports media property, on a mission to celebrate the true beauty of martial arts through the development of global superstars. ONE Championship has arrived. Welcome to North America.
All right, guys, welcome to our ONE Championship. Welcome to North America series. We are proud to kick it off with the Burmese Python, fresh off his win at ONE Battleground. Aung and Song. Aung, how are you today, my man?
I'm doing well. I had a great day today. How are you guys?
Good. You told me you were going fishing actually with Brandon Vera right before this.
Yeah. Elaine has I think he's doing some TV series or some vlog, and one of them is coming to South Florida at Sanford, and today we went fishing, so I'm pretty beat from the sun. It's so hot here.
Oh man, exactly. We're out on the boat all day, just getting cooked in the sun.
Yeah.
First off, fresh off your win, how are you feeling? How's the body feeling? I mean, it was I thought you were pretty much in control from the second that fight started right through to the end. How are you feeling? And, let's get right into it here too. The dust is settled. Who do you want next? Is it the trilogy with Big Dash? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Whatever ONE Championship wants, but trilogy sounds good. Trilogy with Big Dash sounds good. Yoshi Okami sounds good to me too. He has like double digit fights in the UFC, so you can kind of know what level I am, what level he is. Through that he'll be a good measuring stick for me. And honestly, I think he'll be a fun fight too. He has that long frame that gives me trouble, and he's more of a grappler. So for me, I need to improve, in that aspect if I fight somebody like Yoshi Okami. And so that's an interesting matchup as well. Of course, getting my middleweight belt back is something that I want to do, soon. And I just want to stay active right now and keep improving as a mixed martial artist.
Yep.
Are you worried more about yourself in trying to just improve yourself, or have you been trying to train maybe to target Rainier de Ritter and try to get that belt back?
Yeah. When we say improve, I mean improve in those areas,
Mm-hmm.
And for me, opposition is what makes you better. The losses is you can take it as a lesson, or you can stop, doing altogether. For me, I want to take it as a lesson, and I want to improve in those aspects and become a better, mixed martial artist. My whole is actually Rainier's strengths, and so it exposes me, and it makes me want to be a better person, better mixed martial artist.
Absolutely, man. I understand that. So now you work out of a great gym like Sanford MMA. When you're thinking about De Ritter, you look at a guy like Okami, definitely gives you some more work to target, to get that belt back. Is there someone particular in the gym, or a couple guys in the gym? I know you got like Rory, Gilbert, tons of great fighters there. Is there certain guys you're trying to work with to improve those holes?
Yeah, nobody's going to be longer and bigger than tall Steve, Steve Maury, who happens to be a great grappler too.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to outmuscle me like Steve Maury does. So for guys like that, Steve is the perfect build for me to work with, and he's a heavyweight too. So they're not going to be stronger than tall Steve.
No, exactly.
So
I actually talked to you after that fight you had Versatites, and I told you that we had 5,000 people in the stream that were just there for you. I was actually way off.
Oh.
I didn't have the numbers yet. It ended up being 4,500.
Wow.
45,000, Jack.
45,000, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm messing up the numbers again, left and right. But we had 45,000 people in the stream there for you. What is that like to know you have that kind of following in your home country?
It's an added boost for me when I compete. It could be added pressure as well, especially if they start commenting, things that I cannot control.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a pressure, but I am where I am because of my Myanmar, but because of my Myanmar supporters, my Myanmar fans. So without them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and I think most of the comments were just Aung La was what we kept getting over and over again.
Yeah,
It was just the support.
when's Ongla fighting? What time is Ongla at? All night, all morning. I guess
Yep.
on our side it was morning, but okay. So you have your base in Florida, and then you go over and fight in Singapore. What are the two big differences between when you're living in America as opposed to living in Singapore? What are the two differences for you?
Uh, the jet lag is pretty big. The time difference is pretty big. Uh, right now it's like 8:20 here, right? It's 8:20 a.m. over there. So it's like that
Yeah,
trying to make that adjustment is hard. Jet lag is real, man. Like I don't know if you guys done that kind of long travel, but jet lag
yeah,
is real. So imagine this. Imagine you trying to like work out or train the next day without a good night of sleep.
yeah. No,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's got to be
terrible.
brutal.
So
So
imagine
how?
fighting your biggest fight at that kind of time. It's hard.
Mhm.
Do you go out like a week earlier to try to get yourself adjusted, or how do you usually combat that?
Yeah, we usually like if I had the choice, I would go there 10 days earlier if I had the choice. But one championship doesn't like right now because of COVID restriction. We have to be in and out within 9 days. So we
Oh,
get there if we fight on Friday, we get there on Sunday morning.
yeah. Do you find that to be a bit of a quick turnaround? A little like
It
the
is.
body
It
still,
is.
little
It
body
is.
still adjusting?
Yeah, it is. And some fights like if I it's just hard. That's why we use things like some melatonin, to help us sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, and I saw One Championship put out a thing the other day saying like, who should I sign? And we see Stipe Miocic. He puts his hat right in the ring. What would you say to a fighter that wants to come over to One Championship from either like the UFC or Bellator or some other promotion? Why should they go to One Championship?
Because they're good. Their core beliefs, like they're great. They say things like um, like they really respect the fighters, the staff. The people really respect the fighters, and um, the pay is comparable too. The pay is comparable too, and I just think they promote it like if you're not one of those flamboyant people, they still promote you. If you're not one of those guys that promote like just talk crap and all that, they still promote you. So and they center around martial arts.
Yeah.
Like it's not just MMA. They have Muay
Muay
Thai
Thai,
fights as well. Yeah,
kickboxing, grappling.
high level Muay Thai, high level kickboxing as well. So it's they show more of martial arts than just
Mhm.
cage fighting. You know.
Yeah, One Championship is definitely a full circle mixed martial arts organization. Now, I know you brought up the way they treat the fighters. You take a look at what's going on in the UFC with Francis Ngannou. They're doing an interim belt because he went back to bring his belt back to Africa. Do you find it? I mean, I know you work in a gym with guys who are at every single promotion. Do you? I mean, I'm sure you've heard the horror stories. Like, are you saying that that's pretty much like you feel pretty lucky to be at One Championship with the way they treat the fighters?
Yeah, every promotion has its flaws and stuff, and I'm sure every promotion has its good parts, but like I'm happy where I am with One Championship and how they've treated me and have worked with me. So I'm happy, and I just want to put on good shows, for the fans. Um, you can't have such good beliefs and then not have the good product. For me as a mixed martial artist, I want to provide the fans good product. Good shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and honestly, One Championship's production value blows, I think, the UFC and Bellator out of the water. It is such a fun card to watch always. And the rules are different. So you don't have the 10-point must system. And I feel as if that makes the fights more interesting because people are looking for that knockout. People are looking for that finish. Do you like the One Championship rule set, or would
Yeah.
you prefer a UFC rule set?
No, I think that a fight should be scored, in its entirety, or else
Yeah.
people will play the game, you know. And I don't
You
think
see it happen a
martial
lot.
arts,
Yeah.
and I don't think fighting should be like a game. There should be, at the end of the combat, there should be a pretty close, clear, like winner. And also, I like this thing that I like about One Championship is they'll give you a yellow card if you just run around, if you just stall.
Yeah.
And that makes the fight more exciting, and they score on damage instead of the takedown or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. They really do. I guess reward you for going for the finish, looking for the finish, doing the most damage.
So, there's still always bad judging sometimes.
Always.
There's always bad judging. No matter where you go, there's still bad judging, which is very, very something that needs to be addressed because 50% of the pay depends on
your win.
On the judge making the right call,
and that's the case in ONE as well.
That's too much of a risk.
That's the case in ONE as well.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I know that there's show and then win bonuses at the UFC and Bellator. I wasn't sure how exactly the pay grade worked over there, so that makes sense. So yeah, exactly. There's nothing worse than having some judge make a terrible decision and cost you half your money.
Yep, and a lot of fights goes to decision. That's like you're losing your livelihood because of that. Because it's out of your control, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Although I have noticed that ONE, their rate that fights finish is much higher than the UFC or Bellator, and I think that is partially because of the rule set.
Yeah, because they force you to action and put on a show. Like you can't just backpedal and try to win the fight because you're going to get a yellow card. So you have to engage.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just do the old 5-minute run around in the third round, secure the victory, sandbag it like a lot of guys
or run
do.
around and then go for the takedown, and then let them back up and then go for the takedown. Stuff like that.
Speaking of going for the takedown, I want to talk to you about something over here in North America, especially at Bellator. We're seeing a lot of the Dagestani. It's high wrestling. It's the Sambo, but you know what? I'm going to call it what it is. Over here, we call it Wrestle Bear because it could be, right? It's just like, what do you think of that style of fighting when it comes to mixed martial arts? I mean, I know from a fan standpoint, it's not the most exciting, but it seems to be the way that they're trying to at least develop a lot of the fighters for success over in North America here.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they do damage and as long as they're working for submission, it's not boring. If they're just holding and just peppering, then it gets boring. And I think, I like it goes both ways. You should be able to defend that takedown. You should be able to get back up. You should be able to make that separation. It's just that skill set is so strong, but it's like almost like a stalling position. Especially if you don't go for the finish. So I think I don't think you should stop it, but I think you should encourage them to. The refs should be knowledgeable enough to advance position, or make them. I don't know if you should deduct points. I don't know if you should give yellow cards, but a warning would be good in those scenarios.
So to bring this back to you a little bit, you defended your belt 7 times over the course of 2 years. You got to be itching to get that back. Are you one fight away from a title shot, or are you just waiting till ONE calls your name, or are you going to be asking for that title shot after your next victory?
I could care less, but because I've been defending the belt a lot, I should get the shot,
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm not in a rush. He should go fight some more fights, Who's to say that he's going to be able to defend the belt even once? And I'm okay with that,
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. It doesn't really matter. I know where I stand and I know where I need to get to, and I'm just going to work on becoming a better mixed martial artist and put on better shows for the fans.
That's excellent, man. We love to hear that. I'm super looking forward to your next opponent here. Now, are you looking to fight another time inside 2021?
Yeah, I was trying to shoot for 2 more, but
okay.
We'll see how that goes. I'm still healthy. I didn't take much damage at all.
No.
In training camp, I get banged up a lot more. I'm telling you, like some sparring days, like that's why when I go in there, I'm like, I just spar with, Brendan Allen, Phil Hawes. Ian Heinage, Derek Brunson, back to
Oh,
back.
geez.
All these guys back to back. Why is this guy? This guy's not more explosive than Anthony Rumble Johnson. Like,
No.
yeah, exactly. So right now, what I'm trying to say is I didn't take any damage. I'm gonna be sparring next week again. I'm gonna be back in training again. So why not keep me active?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, you might as well do it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
Right?
and Anthony Rumble Johnson has a big fight coming up. He's going to be fighting in the light heavyweight Grand Prix versus Nemkov. How is he looking? How's he feeling? Do you think he's going to pull out the victory?
Yeah. There's one thing that Rumble has. It's that dynamite.
Explosive.
It's that dynamite.
He's explosive. Yep,
Yeah.
he's so explosive.
The way
Like
people,
Francis in a way.
Yeah, no, but like the way he knocks people out, like laying flat on the floor, like a scene from like a crime scene where somebody dies. Like they just
Yes.
Yeah. So he has that thing that he equalizes everything, even on the second round, third round he can do it. So, but his opponent is very skilled, very well rounded, good striking, good wrestling. So it's gonna be a tough matchup, but I'm going to be rooting for my guy, and I know he can. He can stop anybody. So
yeah, Rumble's got that explosiveness, and he's got the power to turn your lights out.
Yeah. And his takedowns, his shots are explosive too.
Absolutely. So I wanted to say here, you're training in North America. You're over here at Sanford, but just in Colorado, the ONE Championship rule set was approved. Now, you being someone who trains in North America, goes over there and fights, would you like to see ONE Championship have some cards in North America and start to build their way inside this continent more than they did during the one on TNT? Would you like to see them maybe add a live event or so now that the rule set got approved one place? That's got to be positive.
Yeah, for sure. They're trying to pull their strings, and they're trying to make it happen in the United States. And they would love to go to like Madison Square Garden, MSG, and so we'll see. I'm always down, and I would love to compete when I'm not jet lagged. That would be pretty cool for a championship. So it's not my first time fighting in the States.
You fought at Bellator once, right?
I fought in Bellator, yeah, and so it wouldn't be that much like it's nothing's gonna change. The circle's still the same circle, for ONE championship.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, just more for like an eyeballs perspective, right?
Yeah, so I don't think it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't think it would be strange or anything like that,
No, that's for sure.
And I know for a fact that the Burmese fans will show up in big numbers.
Yeah, we saw.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, we lived that
as well.
Yeah, we lived that. That was great, man.
Do you have any dream fights with anybody that's not in ONE Championship? I know you faced Uriah Hall in Ring of Combat. Is that a fight that you would want to get back? Are there any names that interest you that outside of ONE that you would love to see them maybe sign when their contracts run out?
Yeah, I don't have anybody in mind, but I would be down for what fans would want. I mean, whatever the fans would want to see is what I would do.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody in particular. If you're thinking I don't know, who would you guys want to see?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, I would love to see that Uriah Hall fight just because of the history. I mean, I love seeing rematches. I love seeing shojis. Those fights always excite me.
I would love that. Maybe ONE Championship can sign him. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. He's fresh off a loss against Strickland, right? So
yeah. So who's fighting? Oh, my other boy's gonna fight Strickland, huh? Looks like.
Yeah, Luke Rockhold versus Strickland. How do you see that going?
Luke's better keep his guard up, but Luke has the skill sets though.
Oh yeah,
that are very different, and he also has a reach on Strickland, so that's gonna make things different. And he's a southpaw too.
Yeah, that's tough to defend against, right?
Yeah, because if you watch, Strickland keeps his guard pretty low, but the reason why he gets away is because he's a little bit reachier. He's a little bit longer than a lot of the guys, but that's not going to be the case with Luke. So
No,
never
no,
know,
that's
though. A fight's a fight. A fight's a fight.
yeah. Anything can happen, right? One touch and it can
it's
be
just
different.
and also some people you wouldn't think will give problems a lot of problems to some somebody like certain body types will give certain body types a lot of problems.
Absolutely right. Yeah, it all depends what you're comfortable with, and like you said, reach and length and all of that go into effect, especially if they're a wrestler and they're long.
Yeah.
Someone like you that likes to strike, right? It's you got to make sure you're keeping your distance and your gap control and that. But yeah, no, man, it's really awesome, and I look forward to seeing you get back into the one championship circle again and staying active here in 2021. Aung Lasang, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, he'll be back very soon. Great win at ONE Battleground, man. I love the beard, by the way, as guys who rock the beard here. Are you keeping that beard till we get the belt back or what?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Maybe even after. I don't know. I think the beard looks good.
My trainer Henry makes fun of this.
No way.
He calls it.
I love it.
He calls it pubes.
Michael Chavella was loving it on the broadcast too. So were we.
Yeah, we were loving it. It's like a different version.
We're gonna keep this till I get my belt back.
Hell yeah, man. We love to hear it.
I'm gonna have a pair of scissors in the box. I'm gonna just start cutting it.
Right in the circle after you get it. Strap on, get a Manscaped or something going. I'm sure they'll sign you right after you win, and you just shave it right off, buddy. Yeah. Well, hey, we appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us after a long day of fishing. I look forward to seeing that content too. You and Brendan Bear out on the water. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Take care.
Aung Lasang, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check him in his next ONE championship fight. Hopefully, maybe it'll be against Okami. Maybe it'll be the Big Dash trilogy. But no matter what, it will be going down in 2021. Thanks a lot, Aung.
And I promise you, it'll be exciting. It'll be violent.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Just the way we like it.
That.
Yeah, a little violence. Take care, my friend.